and get those key items up, like that BKB as well as those 2 Scythe of Vices. In fact, one of them is just finished on Tinker. But the second one's going to be important as well. And with Amna Magori dying in 2 out of 2 of the last exchanges, or even maybe 3, he did get a couple kills in that one, I believe. Or he was involved in kills with Tinker. So a little bit better, but he keeps dying in a lot of these engagements, and that is not how he wants to play. So we'll see if he can correct that or try and back off a little bit. Meanwhile, a lot of pings coming out on the map. It's going to be on top of Chen. He may be in trouble as 8A is going to go on top of him. The rearm will allow him to spam off the sheep. And look, the spam is going to come out, but the hook on top of 8A is going to pull him right over the Jetro. And he may be in trouble to test the combo of the damage with the black hole. Going to catch Jetro, but it gets interrupted by the Leshrac. And they send Punch back to base, perhaps preemptively. Trash in the middle of the fight, doing off as much AoE damage as he can. Mr. Columbia, will he drop? No, he's sitting very low in health, and we hear the scream in the back end of the play. Windrunner able to take out Leshrac as well as Chen, but Dash in here, auto-attacking against Namagori, takes him out. Kaiser is going to try and exchange with Dash, but that will not work. Well, does he have a Shadow Strike? No, he does not. Cannot get it off in time, and that engagement definitely not great for Rainbow. Actually, it was probably another one in favor of them, even it looked a little off. I'm not sure if they hadn't sent Pudge back, that could have been much better for them, and perhaps a little bit eager and over-eager on pressing that button for Chen. But Chen has played a really strong game, so can't really criticize him too much. But if he had been there, I'm sure they would have been able to kill off Enigma as well as Venomancer earlier than they had. And here's a haste rune for Jetro, as he is picking up in the middle game. He's still dying in a lot of exchanges, but with the Flesh Heap, Pudge does trade decently. However, as we get later into the game, he is going to be less and less effective, especially with a lot of Sheeps coming out and eventual BKBs. So we'll see how they cope with that. A lag call is up, and it looks like we're going to have a pause. Game of pauses is the call. Let's check out the console and we'll check out our pings. It looks like Rainbow Jetro is at 320, so certainly some lag on his half, and all the Stars players certainly lagging as well, around 250 average. So they are not in the best of circumstances, as Stars, I believe, are from Brazil. I want to say they're from South America. I'm not sure what country. So that could definitely contribute to part of the lag problem. I don't know what server we're on. If I ping myself, perhaps, so I can figure it out. 100 MS, we're probably on a European server. Maybe. But that's just a guess. In which case, hopefully, Jetro can resolve his lag. So I'll take a quick break while we're in the pause. Thank you for watching. I am NYJohn. This is the Go4Dota Saturday Night Cup, and it is presented by Go4Dota.com. Go ahead and check out the website. If you have an opportunity, you can sign up to do weekly cups that are open to everybody. All you have to do is sign up, create a team, I believe, and get going. I believe there's a cup also up for signups for tomorrow, a Sunday even cup. And if you're free and you have a team and you want to play, tournament style is a very positive experience for a lot of players. So go ahead and hit that up. Not much to talk about during the pause. So, hopefully he reconnects soon. Hero levels, something that I haven't really kept an eye on. It's going to be 18 for Slardar as well as Queen of Pain. So we did see that graph going back in favor of Rainbow. And apparently it has culminated in 2 key heroes getting a lot of levels. 16 is up on Tinker though, and that's what they really want out of him. So not bad. And we do see Pudge, because of those deaths in the team fight, even though he was a solo middle, dropping off in terms of levels. Only at level 14. And that definitely is a risky run when you field a Pudge, especially against a team that has a Tinker, has a Venomancer. There's so much AoE damage that if he has to get close to really do his job, he's going to take a lot of damage in every scenario, pretty much. He does pick up a Hooded Defiance, though, so working towards that pipe, which would be a nice pickup for them. Try and cope with the Venomancer ultimate as well as some of the damage coming out from Tinker. And we have a second call. Let's see if his ping fixed. Let's do a little bit of investigative work. It looks like Jetro 94, so whatever he did worked. He has dropped down, and hopefully we'll be set to go in a moment here. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying the cast thus far. Okay, go call is up. And looks like we're going to get back into it. We're at the 33-minute mark. 5 stars versus Rainbow. And it looks like Rainbow are starting to assert themselves and get a little bit of a lead here. And we'll see what they're going to be able to make out of it. Roche is still up. It is the second Roche. Nobody has gotten it. And certainly, Rainbow could take him down pretty quickly with that amplified damage. Especially at where it is, minus 16 armor. That is ridiculous. So we'll see if that's what they're going to try and do here as they smoke up. Head towards the Roche pit. It looks like Kova's in the area, and he may find himself in a poor circumstance yet again. Has definitely gotten caught out once or twice here. Hads could blink on top of him if he wants to. And in fact, he's got to be revealed here. He's got to see Kova. He's spotted him up. Blink. The Slithering Crush. And Kova with minus 16 armor stands no chance. Down he goes. And Venomancer is down for the count. Meanwhile, though, Amna Magori going to push the top lane. Try and get something going up there. He is only 200 gold away from finishing off his Scythe of Vice. Kazers in the middle lane does finish off that pipe. 8A has joined him, and they're going to put aggression on the tier 2 tower in the middle lane. They're going to try and pull back everybody from Rainbow and ward off their aggression with some counter aggression. And it certainly is working thus far, as everybody has backed from Rainbow. And now this has bought Amna Magori just enough time to, well, he hasn't picked it up yet. Hads trying to go in for the pursuit on Kazers, not quite quick enough, as Hads does pick up a late armlet. A little bit of an interesting choice. I'm fairly sure the item is a lot better early on than it is in later phases of the game. So, of course, it still grants a lot of benefits. We'll see how he can make use of it in the upcoming team fights. Looks like Jetro may get himself into a little bit of trouble here. 8A is here, but it looks like Amna Magori is here as well. If Jetro goes for the hook, he could get this turned on him. Here it is, the hook attempt. He's going to run out on top of 8A. And he's just going to try and walk up for the dismember, but he gets sheeped in return. Amna Magori with the sprout and the sheep to follow. It's a double sheep attack, and Jetro is going to be exposed on the bottom lane. Taken out easily by the bait from 5 stars. Meanwhile, the jungle dash going to run into Mr. Columbia. He just shadow strikes him and runs away. In the top river, Venomancer getting taken out yet again. Kova drops for the 7th time. But it looks like Kazers is going to get out before getting hit by the Slithering Crush. And now this is an opening for Rainbow to try and go for this Roche, I believe. They made so many heroes back, but they're going to back themselves and not actually opt for that. So interesting decision from Rainbow. The tier 2 tower in the bottom lane still has a lot of health. Looks like Dash just, nope, Trash just had a Mithril Hammer delivered to him, so he's getting closer to finishing off that BKB, which surely will be a good pickup for him. Vestus is only 1,600 away from finishing Aghanims. And the ping is on Roche, perhaps eventually. I mean, he's going to be a very important part. And with the aggressive style 5 stars has been playing, they haven't really been respecting the possible Roche kill. If they smoke in, I'm pretty sure Rainbow can take him out pretty easily. Like I said, minus 16 armor is going to obliterate Roche. Even at 7. So he'll be at negative 9. Once again, a little bit of a slowdown. A couple wildkin for Chen. Have a field day with the tornadoes. I feel like Chen hasn't gotten a lucky jungle. I haven't seen one troll yet this game. And trolls, of course, some of Chen's favorite creeps. So unfortunate for him, but it looks like 5 stars instead are going to go for the Roche as they make their way over to the pit. And they have no vision. Rainbow does not have vision on the pit, so they don't know it's going down. A lot of pings, and they go for a hook. But it's not on a hero, it's going to be on a creep. And they don't know Roche is going down, and he's going to, in fact, drop down, albeit pretty slowly. He's around half health, and here comes a rotation from Rainbow. Are they going to try and make something of this? Do they know intuitively? They should. He's around 1/4 health. Can they get there in time? No, yet again. Roche is going to drop before Rainbow can respond promptly. And they're going to put it on 8A probably. There it goes. Aegis up at 8A, but Jetro comes in, looks for a hook, and it's not there. Vastu's coming in too far, though. A little bit of missed micro, the Venomous Gale. He's going to get exposed. He drops down. A really nice Sonic Wave, though. Able to deal damage on everybody, and they already popped the Aegis. 8A dropping for the first time. Hads pops always BKB. Takes out on Namagori. Black hole from Colombia, though. On top of Hads, he's going to drop here for certain. Buyback from Nature's Prophet. He can make his way back into the mix. He's going to TP in. It looks like a sheep on top of Jetro, and a great shackle coming out from Kazers. Jetro and Trash in a world of trouble here with the Sprout blocking the path as well. And Trash going to just try and turn it around, get whatever kill he can. But no, he drops 4 dead for Rainbow, as it looked like Rainbow were in a commanding lead, and one bad Roche scenario turns it back against them. 5 stars with a huge team fight, and they're going to try and turn this into a tower kill in the bottom lane, and this should be pretty free for them. Wow, what a team fight. And even Mr. Columbia getting only Black Hole on 1 hero, the fact that it was Hads on a BKB, it was pretty important, and definitely under those circumstances, it was pretty solid. So complimenting him for making that decision that a lot of us are like, 1 hero, I don't want to pop off the Black Hole. But no, it was a good decision. They had to secure that kill. Hads is like one of the most prominent damage dealers. The right-click damage on top of that minus armor, plus the armor pickup, he's going to be hitting pretty hard. So you can see how quickly he was able to take out 8-8 the first time. And then I'm not Magori after that. So good decision, good play by 5 stars. And they end up being victorious in that exchange. And we'll check out the graphs and see what that impacts, or how that impacts them rather. Looks like 5,000 as it was equaling out in terms of gold. Back to true zero about 2 minutes ago. And now it's back to 5,000 in favor of 5 stars. And look at that. A huge dive in the experience graph from 10,000 to 6,000. And it keeps growing. And that is going to be a heartbreaker for Rainbow after they were in a commanding position. But now they have let 5 stars back into the game effectively. Not that this game was ever closed, but I feel like they had enough of a lead that they could have tried and execute a little bit differently. Perhaps if they had listened to my trying to tell them to go for an early Roche, but just kidding. Kazers may get himself into a little bit of trouble here. He's invisible. He has been hitting great shackles as of late. He's in the middle of so many heroes, and now they know someone's there because of that ultimate from Nature's Prophet, and he has to be a little bit cautious. Sheep on the bottom lane, though. Oh, Jetro, you're in trouble again, buddy. The hand of God comes out to try and save him off, but the shackle comes in as well as Kazers makes his way in, and down goes Jetro.
You've been wounded.
And I have to say, Nature's Prophet farm, not what you quite expect out of a 40-minute Nature's Prophet with a Midas at 10 minutes. But he's been dying on a lot of these trades, and for his team, he's been buying back. So that kind of explains why he's at where he's at. Let's check out the goal per minute graph while we have a little bit of a lull in the action. 4:15 is going to be the lead. It is going to be on Tinker as expected. 4:13 will be for Slardar, so keeping pace. And we'll see what he wants to go for next. He has decided to pick up Boots of Travel. And his Black King bar is on 8 seconds, so still pretty good for his, in terms of immunity. Kazers, meanwhile, does pick up an Ultimate Orb. If they get a 3rd Chief Stick, it is going to be very difficult for Rainbow in these team fights, especially as they continue to tick down on those charges of the BKB. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain finishes off a Lincoln's, also picks up a Helm of Iron Will, so perhaps going towards that Veil of Discord. A solid pickup and oftentimes underrated, but the amount of damage that comes out from that is very substantial. Lashak only 300 gold away from finishing off a BKB, so he'd be very happy to get that gold right now and be able to finish that off, needless to say. Jetro, though, still 900 gold away from finishing off his pipe, so a lot of deaths in poor circumstances, but a good shackle in the middle lane. It looks like Chen's going to be in a world of hurt, and he drops down to the whole lineup from 5 stars coming up there, and now it looks like they're going to be the aggressors coming down the middle lane. Black Hole is available, as well as a blink and the BKB up from Enigma. So they need to be very careful with their positioning here. Trees are taken down. Shackle's just going to catch off 2 Chen creeps, but why not kill them anyway? So they're going to drop. The tower's going to take some focus damage. They're going to look for an opening. 5 stars will on to Rainbow, but Rainbow are probably not going to defend it tier 2. They're probably going to sit back for the base, as it is pretty important to have Chen there for the team fight with that mech, as well as the Hand of God, which will be up shortly. So trying to delay, they'll let him have this tower. Glyph has not been popped, and that's a wise decision from Rainbow. So props to them for not overreacting there. We'll see what 5 stars have in mind now. They're going to continue to farm the enemy jungle. Kova picks up drums in the meanwhile. Mr. Columbia sitting on 800 gold. Kazers sitting on 1,000, so working his way gradually towards that sheep. Hads does pick up a Morbid Mask, so I can't imagine what he's going to go towards with the Morbid Mask. It could be something as simple as a Vlad's. It could be something as crazy as a Mask of Madness. Or something in between, like a Helmet of Dominator. But Vastus may be in trouble here as Mr. Columbia force-stops himself over the ledge, but instead he will back off. Not looking for too much trouble. I'm not Magori in the area as well. In fact, the whole 5 stars